Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Build It Motorsport. Now, today we're going to go over the new cold air intake that I got on the truck. The K&N that was on there had an air dam on it around the outside to shield it, but I was at the stops and I was getting awful intake temperatures, like upwards of 100 degrees at the line, and not even getting anywhere near the outside temperature of the air and the environment by the time we got to the end of the track. So I wanted to do something about that, but I had a bunch of things that I had to do, some ducks that were in a row, had to get them out of the way. So without further ado, we're going to get on the truck, and if you like this kind of content on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe, because I'm just going to keep doing this until we go crazy fast in this big old girl. Alright, let's get into it. So as many of you know, we have a new oil catch can. This one is far superior to the one I had before, and it even has a little dipstick, so that is awesome. Watch that video on oil catch cans. I went very in depth on how they work, and I even showed you how to put one of these together and even how to put steel wool in it the proper way, and that video is going to be linked right here. So now we got a S&B cold air intake. This thing is absolutely phenomenal compared to that K&N. This is a true cold air intake, and I can say that with confidence. Looking at the data logs, the K&N was getting up to engine temperatures basically as soon as I would stop. It would get up to 120, 130, 150 degrees of intake air temperature. That's read by the factory sensor right here. And that's awful. I mean, I'm sure it's robbing quite a bit of power. And so I finally got around to getting a better one. This S&B is the one I've been keeping my eyes on for a while. You can pick them up for about $350. Well worth the money. Basically, it draws air from this factory location in the fender, and it draws air from down inside. And then there's also a area where this goes down to, and it's about level with the frame, so it comes to about here. Now that's getting good cold air from down low. This is getting good cold air from the side, and it's enclosed and great and awesome and nice. It looks good, it matches. The oil catch can was a good addition, went ahead and did that. I mean, I'm absolutely happy with this. It's so much better. I'm not getting anywhere near what the K&N temperatures we're getting. I set and let it idle at full temperature after driving in town, and I let it set at full temperature for 30 minutes, came outside, and it was only 10 degrees above ambient temperature. And let me tell you, that is awesome. That is what I wanted. So got the air issue solved for now, and that's what we did with it. Now, to add to it, these do not come with a seal for the top cover, and that's not really a big issue because it was still doing just fine. It wasn't letting very much air past it. But when I would go to like clean or whatever, it would get, water could get through this, or I saw a couple bugs were getting past that, and whatever. But I wanted to mostly figure out a way to put a seal under this plexiglass or whatever it's made of cover. And you see right here, if you look right there, it was rubbing on the box. No big deal. That's how they are. That's how they're supposed to be. And I have no complaints with it, but I couldn't leave it alone. So I went and I got myself some of this. It's just little foam sheets. This one is 5 millimeters thick. As you can see, it's not very thick. And basically, I traced it out, cut it out to size. I got that little sheet of foam from the hobby store or the craft store. Around here we have a Hobby Lobby, so that's where I went. I just went in there to Hobby Lobby. I was lost for like 30 minutes, but I finally found that foam, and I got 2 pieces in case I messed up. That's why that one's perfectly fine, because I got it on the first try. And I cut it out, and it looks like it came that way. I'm very proud of that, how that turned out. It looks pretty good. And it seals it up really nicely, and I mean, it's really good, and it looks like it's supposed to be. So that's just what I've done with it. The nice cold air intake, it's much better, and basically we're taking a break on performance now. We've got a good cold air intake, we've got a good old catch can, we've got good engine. It's been good, it's been doing great. All I have to do is put an oil change in it, and it's been good. It's not even had enough miles on it to do anything else to it. So the engine's doing great. We're gonna start focusing on the exterior. Now, one thing I did do during all this was I did go ahead and build the factory transmission that was in this to be even better than it was. And I'm not really going to go into a whole lot of detail on that because it's essentially the same thing as we did last time, except for it's got all new clutches and steels. It has a shift kit in it, except for it is a better shift kit. It has the 45 RFE HD2 kit instead of the SK 45 RFE kit. Both of them are Transgo kits, but I got the superior one. It's just the next level up. It's a little bit better. And I got a high line pressure spring, so we can get more line pressure out of it. But of course, it's still controlled by my tuner, which is capable of higher line pressures, higher clutch holding pressures. So hopefully this transmission won't have any problems. We still have a 2800 stall. Everything's great, and I got the original transmission built and back in the truck. So that just kind of gives you a little bit about that. Don't need to go into a whole lot of depth of that. But we're back. We're 100%. No issues launching. No issues shifting. No issues with the truck. No issues with the heat under the hood. No issues with hot engine temperatures. This thing, S&B, you did a good job. Only thing is, you should use those seals, but I'm just saying. So, S&B beats K&N any day of the week. So, we're going to do some exterior things. We're going to take a break on performance for a little bit because I'm happy with it. I don't have any problems. So, we do need to get to the track. We haven't got to the track in a couple of, well, months. And we went to the track. I know some of you who are subscribed were waiting on that video. Well, that's a long story. And I can explain that really shortly. We went to the track. Somebody blew up in one lane. Someone blew up in the next lane right after that. And it was a big old mess, and it was uncleanable for that night. And we haven't been back because it's about a 2-hour drive from here. So, yeah, we went all the way there and did a bunch of prep on my buddy's Duramax. And then we got to the staging lanes. Didn't even get to race. So, we'll get you a racing video soon. I got some shows to go to first. But we'll get out there and we'll do it. So, the next thing we're going to do is something that keeps that axle right there from twisting on launches, because I do have slight axle wrap on the launch. So we're going to do some exterior modifications, and they're just going to look pretty awesome. So y'all keep paying attention, keep staying tuned. We're going to keep doing awesome stuff, and we're going to do our best to give you the best content that we can give here. Hopefully we'll get some exterior content for people who aren't so performance oriented. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching Build It Motorsport. We'll see you on the next one.